Alright, so if you're anything like me, you're probably stuck inside because it's winter time, and every time you want to go for a walk, you're like, oh, I can't find anything, everything's dead, there's nothing out, it's so boring. So right now, I'm outside at my local park because I want to show you guys some cool stuff you can find outside in the winter, because there's a lot of cool stuff you can find, including like some birds, some plants actually that grow around this time, some tiny little guys, and yeah, squirrels, raccoons, stuff like that. So let's go find some. All right, so we've already got our first sign of life right here. I'm not sure if you guys can see that, but those are deer tracks. So we're already off to a pretty great start. Let's see if we can find any like organisms themselves though. So as you guys can see, it's like still pretty snowy out. But it's actually not too bad. Like we can still find some pretty good stuff. Like over here, for example. I know it's not the coolest thing in the world, but we've got some moss. If the camera would focus. But yeah, we've got some moss here. Looks like feather moss. I think it's pretty cool. I'm also going to be using this macro lens here to see if we can find any little guys on this log. I'll update you if I find anything. Yeah, I wasn't able to find anything on that log, but we'll check some more, don't worry. I'm going to make sure you guys see one of these guys because they're so cool. Okay guys, I just found something really cool. There's a little woodpecker. There's a little woodpecker on this tree, so I'm gonna see if I can show you guys that. Oh, where'd he go? Oh, he's up there. There he is. You guys see him? There's the woodpecker. Oh, and he's gone. I'm gonna pick this up. But yeah, I think that was a downy woodpecker. I could be wrong, but you can still hear him. But that was pretty cool. So I did end up actually seeing one of those cool little guys I was talking about. They're called springtails. I wasn't able to capture the audio and the video is really bad, but here's one of them. This kind of guy is called an elongate springtail. And there are other kinds like globular springtails who are a lot more rounded. But yeah, pretty cool. Alright guys, so here's another thing. This plant is called the Oriental Bittersweet. And if you see these berries, don't eat them. They're toxic. But yeah, another cool thing you can find in the winter. This is also different. This is a different kind of moss than we saw earlier. The other kind we saw kind of looked like feathers, whereas this one's more, I don't know how to describe it, like a plant, but this is a type of joint-toothed moss. Yeah. Alright, and then this right here is some kind of fungi. I'll get back to you guys once I figure out what kind of fungi it is. Right now I don't know, but it looks like fungi. And then what I'm crouching in right now is a rose bush. This type of rose is a multiflora rose. It's not flowering right now, but yeah, that's a rose. Just be more careful than I am right now. Okay, this is also something really cool. They're not out right now because it's really cold. But, oh, where is it? There they are. If you see those like little things on the leaves, those are made by gall wasps. Alright, so we also got this kind of mushroom right here. I believe this is a yellow polypore. Pretty cool, yeah. Alright, so we've got some more tracks here. And right here, these appear to be raccoon tracks, as well as these. So there was a little guy scampering through here not too long ago, which was pretty cool. All right, so here we have a beautiful variety of turkey tail fungi. These guys can grow like pretty much anywhere, any time of the year. They're pretty great. I think they're edible. Don't quote me on that though. Do not eat these if you see them, because I don't know if they are. But yeah, they're pretty cool. Okay guys, so this is facing the wrong way. Fuck. There is a white-breasted nuthatch on that tree over there. I'm gonna see if I can get some footage for you guys. Oh. See him? He's right there. Gorgeous. Alright guys, that is a black-capped chickadee. They're very friendly from my experience. Oh. Yeah, they are very friendly from my experience. They really get up close to you, so if that's your kind of thing, then they're pretty much everywhere in the winter. Oh, there's some dark-eyed juncos in that tree. I'll see if I can get you guys some footage. I also saw a cardinal. See that right there? That's the junco. Oh, it's gone. Alright, so you guys have probably already seen these guys before, because they're around pretty much all the time. But we've got some robins. Look at him. Just chilling there. I don't know if you guys saw that other one fly off. But yeah, there's a lot in this tree. Yeah. Okay, I just saw a really cool water bird flutter off that way. I'm gonna see if I can get you guys footage of it. Don't know if I will be. I'll try to be recording at all times so I can get it. And I'll try to be really quiet. My commentary wasn't captured for this part, but I just wanted to show you guys like how pretty it can be outside even during the winter. Like, look at this. So we saw a turkey tail mushroom earlier, but now get ready for an actual turkey tail. Isn't that cool? I'm gonna try and pick it up with like a leaf to show you guys, but look at this thing. Yeah, this is the tail feather of a turkey, which is pretty cool. All right, now we're gonna go down to this like rocky beach area to see if we can find any waterfowl or stuff like that, because there are normally ducks around here. I'll see if I can find you guys something. Okay, I don't know how I missed this earlier, but I just found something insane. Look at that. That's a screech owl feather. That's an owl feather. But yeah, you can find owls out here even in the winter. They just tend to be nocturnal, but that's pretty cool. Another thing, the area where I live, you can actually find snowy owls. Like if you're in the northern Midwest, you can find snowy owls like even down here during the winter, because they come down here to like escape the cold. But yeah, you can find snowy owls here. They tend to prefer like open plains and areas where they can like catch mice. They also tend to be nocturnal, but you can find snowy owls here. Alright, this is also something like not cool but funny. This track, this is a human track, and something cool you can tell about this one is that this person slipped in the mud. You can see like how they slid forward a bit, but they slipped, and that is really funny. Okay, so I know this probably goes without saying, but if you look right there, there's a squirrel. Yeah, obviously, you know, you can find squirrels in the winter. This guy is a really skittish though. Normally they are not this skittish. Wow. But that was an eastern gray squirrel. A rule of thumb if you're ever in the area and you want to know what kind of squirrel you're looking at, if you think, oh, that's a squirrel, it's an eastern gray squirrel. If you think, oh, that's a pretty big squirrel, it's a fox squirrel. And if you think, oh, that's a pretty small squirrel, it's probably a red squirrel. That's helped me out a lot while out here. I think it's really helpful, so hopefully you guys use that too. Okay, this is really fucking funny. There was ice here, and this person's lip balm got frozen in the ice. I'm gonna pick it up because trash, but this lip balm has been frozen in the ice. Okay, so I'm gonna have to talk a little bit louder here because the water is really loud, but I run the risk of someone hearing me, and that would be terrible. There's nothing worse. There's no worse feeling than recording and having someone hear you. And yeah, so I'm gonna just make sure that doesn't happen. But right now I'm right by the water. I didn't see any ducks. I heard them, but you know what a mallard duck is. They're everywhere. You can also see them in the winter. But I just wanted to show you this gorgeous view. This is one of my favorite places at this park. Alright, now we're gonna head back and I'll let you know if I see anything else on the way. I just wanted you guys to see this. There are normally fish in here, and it's just completely frozen. Just completely frozen over. A few days ago, I probably could have walked on that. Hi, it's the next day, and my makeup looks marginally better than it did before. First, I want to talk about what I didn't see while on that walk. You can see cedar waxwings and blue jays as well. They're very common around here, very common in the winter, also really friendly like the black-capped chickadee. What you can also see in the winter are these plants called skunk cabbages, and the cool thing about them is that they can produce their own heat similar to endothermic animals, which basically means mammals and some other stuff. So while on that walk, I said that these were raccoon tracks, where they're most likely actually squirrel tracks. Another cool thing I saw on that walk were some gall wasp nests. Gall wasps will lay their eggs in these little, well, galls that they form on leaves, and those galls will have their young in them, and the young will grow up and then eventually leave those galls. So if you ever see like fuzzy things on leaves, that's what they are. Another cool thing I saw on that walk was this mushroom. This is actually a split gill mushroom, and you can find them pretty much anywhere too. They're really cool. I've seen them quite often. I've just never seen them looking like that before. Alright, thank you for watching this. I had a lot of fun making this one too. Got to go outside on the one nice day there was. Let me know what you guys think of this new set. I think it's pretty cool. Really homey. I really like it. But yeah, thanks for watching.